Hey, what's going on YouTube? Here I'm doing a video on a gift guide that men will like. If you're, a wife, girlfriend, or you're looking for like brother, sister, friend, or whatever, this will have something that they will like, almost guarantee it. So stay tuned. I also have a good tip on how to save kind of a lot of money on buying these Christmas gifts for the guy that you're buying for. So let's get into it. All right, we come to the first link here. It is a set of bungees, and these aren't just normal bungee cords. They're like rubbery bungees, and they're just better bungee cords overall. You can like change how long they are and stuff, and there's like hooks within the bungee to bungee them. Most guys, we have it used probably once to 2 to 3 times a year where we need a bungee cord. These are better. Throw it in the garage, or you'll keep it in his truck. He'll always think of you when he used them. Now coming over to the next tab, we have a tire pressure gauge. This is a slightly better one than like the normal stick ones. It's easier to read. So you could go ahead and get this for him. He'll throw it in his truck, and then when it gets cold out and his tires get low, he can check. And then when he checks and uses it, he'll think of you. This is a good stocking stuffer. It's only $8 on Amazon. Now with this over here on Rakuten. Now if you haven't heard of Rakuten, it's like a cashback website. So basically companies will work with them, and Rakuten will send you, the consumer, over to them, and they'll give you like 10% back, 20% back, and Rakuten gets a cut from that. But it saves you money. And right now, if you sign up for Rakuten, you get $50 to spend. So that could cover your whole present. $50 just right back to you. So it could be a free present. So if we come here to extra points tab on Rakuten, you can see all the different websites and stuff that have cash back. Now we're gonna focus on Temu for 20% back. Now, don't let me lose you. Temu is kind of like Amazon, where other companies will list their items on Temu. So it's not just a bunch of cheap Chinese stuff. So look, you can see it's about 20% back on Temu. So if you come over here, you could do like a car jump starter. If the guy doesn't have a car jump starter already, or maybe his is old, you can always get this. We like to throw it in our truck. We always like to be prepared. Now it's currently on Temu 5% off, and then you get another 20% on top of that through Rakuten. So this is a good one just to get your guy. Now if you use the $50, this would basically be a $10 gift. So there's this. Now if we go to the other tab on Temu, you could do a solar generator or solar panels. Now most guys like camping, and if not, this could be preparedness or whatever like that. You can get this for them, 20% back off EcoFlow. I personally use EcoFlow, so I highly recommend this. Now jumping over to the other tab, we could come here. If he's more of a Blue Yeti, different type brand, they have Blue Yeti on Temu too. Same thing, just a big battery. Jumping over here, we have floor liners for your vehicle. So just very obviously a vehicle they drive. If they don't already have all weatherproof floor liners, you can find it on Temu. I like the Last Fit brand. I've done videos for them. They've sponsored the channel before. So just find the specific vehicle on here that he has, get the floor, the floor liners. He will love you for that, all-weather floor liner. Now we jump over to the other tab on NEBO, I don't know how to say it. Anyway, I personally have this. It's a magnetic light, like when you're working on a vehicle or you're working outside, or you could, kind of just stick the magnet to wherever, is metal. Like you can see right here, it's about 3.5% back if you buy with Rakuten activated on NEBO's website. So this is a good either stocking stuff or a present. Now we jump over to the next tab, the Skeletool. This is my favorite everyday carry knife. I actually carry one. So if they like carrying knives, this is a great one. It has like a screwdriver and a knife, and then clippers on it. And like I said, up at top, Rakuten gives you 2.5% back. Now moving along here. Oh, this is up here. This is a field sharpener from Benchmade. You don't need a Benchmade knife to use this. One of my buddies got this. He says it's phenomenal. So if you know a guy that carries knives and uses knives, you could get him this, throw it in his truck, throw it in his tool bag, something like that. He can always have a sharp knife. I've heard great things about this. Moving over to the next tab, let's get rid of this. If you want to kind of just buy him a main present and say he's carrying around, I don't know, a cheaper knife, like a $40 knife, and you want to get him like a real pocket knife, Benchmade's the way to go. There's a bunch of other brands. I personally love Benchmade. I own a bunch of Benchmades. They have a great lifetime warranty. You can get it sharpened through them and a whole bunch of stuff. Just figure out, they have so many different knives. Just pick out, his favorite color. Make sure it's a folding knife if you're trying to get him a pocket knife, and then just go from there. Moving to the next tab, here we are on Home Depot. Get him a Milwaukee M12 heated jacket, especially if you live somewhere, where it gets cold. Now, if you're in Florida, this probably won't be any use to you. But I actually got one of these for my birthday, and I love it. So you can get him one of these, especially if he's a blue-collar worker, likes to camp, go outside, or, you know, he's in the elements. This is nice, and a bunch of guys on job sites run these, so it's not like he's going to be made fun of for having a heated jacket. I run it. A lot of people run it. They're great. Now, jumping over here on Bass Pro's website, you can get a different brand heated jacket. It doesn't have to be Milwaukee if he doesn't like Milwaukee stuff. And you can see Rakuten gives you 10% back on these random heated jackets on Bass Pro's website. So, you know, just pick one that has good reviews. I don't run any of these, but this is just another option for you. Jumping over to the next tab on Bass Pro, you can get him a headlamp. Even if he has a million headlamps, an extra headlamp is good. I will always take a headlamp. And you can just throw it random places throughout your house so you can always have a headlamp. You know, if the power goes out, throw it in your truck for camping, throw it in your camping bin. And Rakuten gives you 10% back on this headlamp. Jumping over to the next tab, Streamlight. If you want to get them a flashlight, go with Streamlight. That is like one of the best brands you could get them. They're super reliable, have a good warranty, and they're just really good lights in general. So here, you know, I personally have this, the dual fuel tactical flashlight, the ProTac 2L. So I really like this light. You know, you can never go wrong with a nice flashlight for a guy, especially, you know, someone that likes camping. Coming to the next tab, what I would do is any guy who likes ammo cans. You don't need to only store ammo in it. You can do a whole bunch of other stuff. You can even wrap the ammo can with your present inside of it. So he gets an ammo can, you know, you don't have to waste a box or whatever, and then whatever's inside of it that you get them. Like I said, you get 10% back. Every guy will like an ammo can. Make sure you go 50 caliber ammo can. Those are the bigger ones. And make sure you go metal. I don't really like plastic ammo cans. They're kind of useless. Make sure you go metal. You'll like a metal one better. And then you can always do good old reliable. You get 10% back, and you can just, whatever he likes shooting, whether it's 9mm, 5.56, 308, you can just get him a couple boxes of ammo. If you really have no idea what to get him, he'll be happy enough. Now, coming over to the next tab on Ace Hardware's website, look at this. You get another 10% back on Ace Hardware on Milwaukee items. That's pretty good, especially with Black Friday deals stacked on top of it. If he's a blue-collar worker or uses Milwaukee drills and stuff, you've seen him use it, get him a 2-pack of batteries. For some reason, you can never have enough batteries with Milwaukee stuff, and extra stuff is always nice. You know, whether he's blue-collar or likes camping with this stuff. A lot of guys run Milwaukee. Now, if he runs DeWalt or Makita or other stuff, you can find it on Ace Hardware's website. Just get him the nice batteries. I run Milwaukee, so I'm not too sure on the different batteries and tools and stuff for the other brands, but just double check, like, it's most of the drills and stuff, you can see right here, M18, so just get the M18 for the Milwaukee stuff. All right, so if you want to get this person something a little cheaper that everyone would love, here on the next tab, you can always get them a 2026 Tacoma TRD Pro, $65,000, drop in the bucket. You can always buy one of these for them. I think anyone would be happy if you got this as a Christmas present, so there's always that option. Now, moving on to the next tab. These are rugged road coolers. I have one of these. They only weigh like a couple pounds, and they hold ice just as good as a Yeti, are cheaper and lighter. You know, if they're a cooler guy, boat guy, or whatnot, you can get them one of these. These are sick, and I like them better than Yeti. They're super light. You know, like when you're carrying the cooler around, it's super heavy. These are way lighter, makes it way easier. Moving on to the next tab, we have just get him a good camp chair. Again, on Bass Pro, you get 10% back. You know what he likes. Hopefully, if he likes rocking chair, get him a rocking. If he likes a recline one. If he wants like an insulated one, get him an insulated one. I don't know. You can probably just ask him straight up. But get him a good camp chair if he likes going camping, or if he takes, you know, foldable chairs somewhere, I guess. And then again on Bass Pro, if he doesn't have a Garmin watch and maybe he would like that, you kind of have to know. They're doing a big sale on like the older Fenix models. So, you know, it's like 50% off right now, $400 on a really nice Garmin watch. I don't have one of these. I was thinking about picking one up after the holidays, so maybe we will. And with Rakuten, you get another 10% back on that. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully this gave you some ideas on what to get someone, and maybe you could save some money doing your Christmas shopping. The Rakuten thing, stacking with Black Friday, is the ultimate way to save money, especially in this economy. So highly recommend doing that. Like I said, if you use my link in the description, I'll get $50 and you'll get $50. So it helps me out, you know, making the video, and it helps you out saving money, plus all the cash back for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a good day. Comment below if you have any questions regarding any of the items, or if I should have included any items or whatnot like that. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing, I make videos like this all the time, so if you want more ideas, and I do gear installs on my truck and just random stuff like that. So that's the kind of content I do. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.